So moving on to molecular and empirical formula. The molecular formula shows the number and type of each atom in a molecule, and the molecular formula of ethanoic acid is C2H4O2. The empirical formula shows the simplest whole number ratio of the elements present in one molecule of the compound, and the empirical formula of ethanol is CH2O. मतलब कि 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, तो आपने उसको बिल्कुल सिंपलेस्ट रेशियो के अंदर कन्वर्ट कर दिया. दिस वाज द मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला and this is the empirical formula, the simplest ratio of the atoms built in a compound. For example, C2H4Cl2 है. इसका आंसर क्या है? It is C2H4Cl2. So can I write it as CH2Cl? Got it? What about this one? Can you tell me the molecular and empirical formula of the third compound? How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C7. And how many hydrogens? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. H16. Now this can't be simplified into anything else. So it's going to remain C7, H16. Got it? So look at these. Molecular formula simplified, simplified. This couldn't be simplified, so molecular formula remained the empirical formula. Next, we have characteristic organic reactions. A homologous series is a group of organic compounds that have the same functional group, the same general formula, and the same chemical properties. ये एक homologous series होती है. For example, if we are talking about the homologous series of alcohols, then all the alcohols, methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol, pentanol, hexanol, whatever, they're all going to have the same functional group, the same general formula, the same chemical properties. But obviously their physical properties would be different, जैसे कि melting point, boiling point, because उनके जो number of carbons है, they are different. They keep increasing as you go down the group from methanol to decanol or to wherever. Saturated hydrocarbons क्या होते थे? They were the hydrocarbons which contain single bonds, जैसे कि alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons, resulting in the maximum number of hydrogen atoms. Unsaturated hydrocarbons, जैसे कि alkenes, they were the ones which contain a double bond. We called them the unsaturated hydrocarbon. Triple bond were also unsaturated. The ones having a triple bond are also known as unsaturated hydrocompound. For example, look at butane. Butane is a saturated hydrocarbon. It has a single bond. Whereas butene is an unsaturated hydrocarbon because it contains a double bond and it's a part of alkene series. उसके बाद we have some concepts, for example, homolytic and heterolytic fission. Homolytic fission क्या होता है कि let's say we have two chlorine bonded together and they have formed a covalent compound by sharing each electron with each other. If they decide to break, there are two possibilities that each of them takes their electron with themselves, one each. That would be known as a homolytic fission. Or the other option is that one of the chlorine takes both of the electrons with it, gets a negative charge, and the other chlorine gets nothing except a positive charge. Got it? We call this heterolytic fission.
Can you repeat again?
Homolytic fission क्या होता है? That each of the chlorine had shared one electron. If they decide to break, each of the chlorine is going to take its electron with it itself. ठीक है? ये chlorine अपना ले जाएगा, ये chlorine अपना ले जाएगा. This is known as homolytic. Each of them take away their electron, one each. Clear?
Yeah, it's clear right now.
Heterolytic means that one of the chlorine would take both the electrons and become a negative one, and the other chlorine gets nothing but a positive charge. Got it?
Yes.
Look at this heterolytic fission. The covalent compound, the bond that was between these two, both of the electrons were taken by Y. it got a negative charge and this X got a positive charge. But homolytic fission क्या है that if they have shared one electron with each other, what have they done? They have taken one each electron with themselves that they actually shared. One went to Y, one of them went to X. This is known as homolytic fission. But heterolytic क्या है that both of them, either both of the electrons are taken by X or both of the electrons are taken by Y. इसी तरह because of these we have another chain reaction known as radical chain reaction. Now I am teaching you all of the types of reaction that we'll be studying in the upcoming chapters. अब what is a free radical reaction? ठीक है, फ्री रेडिकल रिएक्शन विल बी टॉकिंग इट अबाउट इन एल्केन्स चैप्टर. फिर हमारे पास और टाइप्स आएंगी, व्हाट आर न्यूक्लियोफाइल्स एंड व्हाट आर इलेक्ट्रोफाइल्स. ये भी अगले चैप्टर्स जो आपके एल्केन्स एल्कीन्स सारे शुरू होंगे, ओवर देयर विल बी टॉक अबाउट दिस टाइप ऑफ रिएक्शंस. जैसे कि व्हाट वाज एन एडिशन रिएक्शन where the double bond used to break and the products used to come and attach. What was a substitution reaction where one atom used to replace the other atom. Elimination reaction क्या था? That you eliminate two atoms, a whole molecule is removed and a double bond is made. Hydrolysis reaction क्या होता था? Breakdown by addition of water. Condensation was, making bonds by removal of water. So it was the opposite of hydrolysis. Oxidation reduction reactions भी होते थे. Oxidation was where there is a gain of oxygen and loss of electrons. Reduction was loss of oxygen, gain of electrons. ये दो types of reactions होते थे. These are also going to be there when we study organic chemistry. फिर जैसे कि ये you can see oxidation reduction reaction and all of these types of reaction that we'll be doing in the upcoming lectures.